Expensive things Roddy Ricch owns.
No, it's cool.
Enjoying it, man.
It's light.
Yeah. Oh, is that light work?
Not my double R.
Oh, yeah, you didn't bring the double R.
Man.
Do you want to win any of these items on your screen? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. Things are looking really bad for Roddy Ricch right now, but even with everything going on, he still has a lot to be grateful for, not the least of which are the numerous amounts of things that he's bought thanks to his music in the rap world. So be sure to like the video and comment the keyword to win the giveaway. Number 7, his bond.
Argument with his girlfriend, it turned physical. He was arrested and he posted $50,000.
Okay, yeah, I know, we're going for a bit of a low blow here, but given the recent events, it's definitely true. If you haven't heard already, Roddy Ricch is in some serious trouble with the law. So much so that in August of 2019, he got arrested for a rather serious offense. According to reports, Roddy and his girlfriend were having a very loud verbal altercation in his house in Los Angeles, during which it got more and more intense until he allegedly put his hands on her in the conflict. This prompted the calling of the police and his arrest on the grounds of mistreating his significant other. As of right now, Roddy Ricch was arrested and booked, then released on a $50,000 bond. Where things go from here is a bit up in the air, but it goes without saying that this isn't a good thing for Roddy Ricch in the least. And just so you know, his girlfriend did not need serious medical attention after the incident, so thank goodness for that. As I noted above, he was released on a $50,000 bail, which goes to show just how much people in charge care about this matter. But it also shows that his net worth isn't exaggerated because he paid the bond that day and got out. He's still out on bail for the record. Granted, this isn't something that anyone wants to buy, and sometimes the bond in cases like these are set so high so they can't be paid. So luckily, it was a number that was low enough for him to pay and move on. Then again, he's not really moving on just yet. He's got a ways to go on that front, but when it comes to his immediate future, he can say that he bought his freedom. Well, for now. Number 6, his house.
Studio in there. Regular living room.
There are many basic needs in life, and for most people, you can break things down into food, water, shelter. Now, even when he wasn't bursting out in tunes on the radio, Roddy Ricch never had a problem getting food and water, but shelter was a slightly different story. He lived with his family most of his life, and he only went out on his own around the age of 16 when he started making his own living in rap. And even then, it wasn't easy. So now with a net worth of over $1 million, you'd think he now has a good place to live. What's more, even in the housing market we have right now, you can tell that he has a good and expensive house. Why do we say that? Well, simple. He lives in Los Angeles. Even a small house in that area would cost many hundreds of thousands of dollars. Plus, given that he's a rapper and rappers have that go big or go home mentality, they're the ones that can't afford to go small, ever. Granted, I'm not saying that he has a massive mansion. He can't afford that just yet, but he can afford a nice sizable place in the area, which a lot of people honestly can't say. In a way, you can say that because he was able to buy his own house, he was able to prove that he made it in the industry. For just because you can make music in the industry doesn't make you a star. When you earn money for your work or you get paid to make music for labels, that's when the validation comes in. Roddy Ricch got that validation and now he's able to show it off. Starting with a house with one of the most expensive areas in the world today. We're just saying. Number 5, the inside of the house.
Side kitchen and shit. Richie, Jason.
Come on, we all know the score. Just because you have a house doesn't mean that you're just done. You need to fill it up with things that you want, need, or desire. And when you have the money to spend, you tend to go the extra mile for items instead of just having the basics. While we don't know what's all inside of Roddy Ricch's house, you could definitely speculate what he has based on his rapper persona. For example, we expect TVs in just about every room in the house, not just small TVs. Oh no, we're talking big screen TVs. Possibly even surround sound if you felt the need to go all the way out on this. If he's a big gaming guy, well, you can bet he's got multiple gaming systems, games, and much more, which will of course add up the value of the house in its own way, but why stop there? Your bedroom is a place where you can express yourself even more, even when other people can't see it. So you can bet that Roddy Ricch probably has all kinds of cool stuff in his personal room, posters, a mega bed, which I admit you want one too, special lights, a special sound system to play his music when he wants to listen to it, it'll all be there no doubt. Now again, we're only speculating on this stuff, but just given about how every rapper out there isn't afraid to go big when it comes to things that they own, yeah, you can bet that Roddy Ricch took out his money and went on a spree to get things for his house that he likely didn't have before he was a rapper. Does that make him irresponsible? Nah, not really. It just shows that he's excited for the life that he has. Now, if he goes way overboard, then yeah, that's on him. But hopefully he doesn't follow the examples of guys like Lil Pump who just blow their money on random things or mega expensive things just because other guys dare them to. Roddy seems a bit too smart for that. Or at least we would hope so. Number 4, Ice.
Ice Game's strong. Ice Game's strong. Enjoying it.
No, it's cool.
Enjoying it, man.
It's light.
Let's be honest here, when you think about rappers, you're no doubt picturing all the big name rappers who have all sorts of rings, necklaces, grills, and much more adorned on their body. And yet, Honestly, that's almost a prerequisite of being a rapper. You need the jewelry. Well, sure enough, Roddy Ricch has it all. He has an assortment of bling that you can see in his pictures, in his music videos, on him on stage, when he performs concerts, etc. He's living the rapper life in full now because he has the bling. And what sometimes gets lost in that is that the bling oftentimes is very expensive, with some pieces costing more than the average person makes in a year, which is actually rather scary and sad when you think about it. But again, it's when it comes to being rich, you tend to go for the extra stuff. So how do we best put a number on said bling? Well, we start with the ones that we know that he has. He has a big square necklace that has his name adorned on it. It's big and it looks to be solid gold. So based on how much the gold costs and the size of the piece, plus what it took to make it, that one's easily between $10,000 to $50,000. And that's based on what you can tell in the piece. It's possibly worth even more than that. Then you have the other jewelry that you can bet that he has and wears, and if they're anything like his necklace, they're worth anything from the hundreds to thousands of dollars. So when you put it in all together, you can see how it really adds up. And there are some rappers out there who admit that they have millions of dollars worth of bling. I mean, millions. That's really scary to think about. And the more money he makes, the more bling he's likely to get to keep up his image. Number 3, his music.
Is it a mixtape, do you feel, or all to play for?
I feel like it's what Feed the Streets 2 is.
It may seem like an overstated thing, but how you make your music and how you distribute your music is very important to singers of all genres. And how you make it determines who owns it. And when you're the owner, you're able to make more money off of it and ensure that the music is safely in your control forever. For proof of when this doesn't happen, look at the recent events involving Taylor Swift. Let's go back to Roddy Ricch though. He finds himself in an interesting position because he's so young in the industry that he's made and released his own mixtapes and EPs, which means that he hasn't signed with a major record label yet. Which means that all of his music is his. Which means that the money he gets off from the radio appearances and all the other things goes straight to him. Now, yes, once he signs with the label, some of that goes away, but for right now, he has the freedom of knowing that all of his music is his. Aside from the collaborations, of course. And should he decide not to sign with the label, he can go the Chance the Rapper route and try to make his name on the indie circuit. Become a big superstar by posting on all digital platforms like Spotify and iTunes. It's worked for others, so it could work for him. Number 2, cars. Technically speaking, we don't know exactly what cars Roddy Ricch has or what he may have bought, rented, sold, and etc. However, he's been shown with many high-end cars in his various music videos that he's been in both himself and with collaborators like the late Nipsey Hussle. Some of the cars that are shown in the video are top-notch quality, as proven in one take where we see him come out of a butterfly door car, which are the ones where the doors open up instead of out. These are high-quality rides, and they're very expensive to purchase. Depending on the brand and model, as well as the model year, these cars can be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, as the rap world has shown us, just because you have a car like this in your music video doesn't mean that it's yours. Yeah, we're looking at you, Lil Pump. But it's not a stretch to believe that he is the owner of at least one of these cars. Of course, these are anywhere between a couple of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And unlike the other things on this list, the more he makes, the more valuable the car he can try and get. Many rappers like Drake, Eminem, and Jay-Z have a fleet of cars. So if his career continues to ascend, he might be in line for that kind of thing. Then again, that rising career might be in danger because of something else that he bought recently. Number 1, his future.
Negative. You know what I'm saying? I can make it positive, you feel me? I can make projects look like it's somewhere where champions is made.
While it's true that Roddy Ricch has bought himself some time in regards to his situation, when it comes to his future, it's the tale of two Roddys, because the outcome of this case is very likely to affect him and his purchases going forward. If we're going to be looking at this from a musical perspective, you have to admit his future looks bright. He came out to the stage as it were in 2017, and basically from the moment he released his first mixtape, he went and made an impact. One that got many big name rappers on his side wanting to help him, including even Meek Mill and the late Nipsey Hussle. As of 2019, his music is getting more and more popular, which means that he'll be getting more and more money due to it. There was even a lot of talk before the incident, at least, about who was going to sign him and how much money he was going to make as a result. There were even rumors that Meek Mill himself was going to sign Roddy Ricch to his personal label, which would be a big deal, no matter what way you look at it. But now because of this incident, that's all at risk. Even if he gets off the crime, and that's not to say he won't suffer any backlash, no matter what happens, he's going to have to live with the fact that there are people out there judging him from now on because of what he did. There'll be those who think that he's guilty no matter what the ruling is. Even if he got off a technicality or something like that, it doesn't matter. If those people are powerful in the rap community, that could cause a major problem because the community is one that follows a set of rules and expects the same from others in their industry. You might think that it's hypocritical that they would shun Roddy Ricch for this, given that many rappers have gone to jail for various crimes. There's a kind of honor among thieves going on here in the rap world that needs to be noted. There's a difference between doing something like selling illegal substances and then hurting a woman or a significant other. If you don't believe me, look at how the rap community treated Chris Brown after his relationship with Rihanna came out. Or how about R. Kelly when he went from music mogul to one of the most hated men on the planet after his actions came forward. Now that's not to say that Roddy Ricch is going to become the most hated man of rap. That title currently belongs to 6ix9ine, and I'm just saying, but the events of his crime could have a negative effect on him. Plus, that's not even mentioning the fact that he could have well gone to jail. Some say that he might even be in jail for a year, and despite what people say, you can't buy your career, especially after you're gone for a while. So while his hard work and good choices may have paved the way for a successful future, his one really bad decision might have made him go broke in many ways in that matter. We'll just have to see what his future holds. But he can't deny that it's something that is very much up in the air right now, and when it'll land or become clear, no one could say. And you can't pay to see the future either. So there you have it, a list of many things that Roddy Ricch has purchased in his short career. So which of these items do you think was the best of the bunch? Are there any items that you would buy if you struck rich in rap or something else? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on King Trending. A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it.